Orders of the day.
Ballot item number 3, Order M169, second reading of Bill 169, an act to amend the Ontario College of Trades and Apprenticeship Act 2009. Mr. Dunlop.
The member for Simcoe North.
Speaker, I move second reading of Bill 169, an act to amend the Ontario College of Trades and Apprenticeship Act 2009.
Mr. Dunlop has moved second reading of Bill 169, an act to amend the Ontario College of Trades and Apprenticeship Act 2009. Pursuant to Standing Order 98, the member has 12 minutes for his presentation. The member for Simcoe North.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you everyone that's here today. I want to read, first of all, in the explanatory note. Currently, regulations made under the Ontario Colleges of Trades and Apprenticeships Act 2009 provide that statements of membership for members of the college and the journey persons candidates class expire after 1 year. The Act is amended to provide that such statements of membership expire only upon the issuance of a certificate of qualification to that member. The Act currently provides that a person who held a valid training agreement registered under the Apprenticeship and Certification Act 1998 or a valid contract of apprenticeship filed under the Trades Qualification and Apprenticeship Act is deemed to hold a statement of membership as an apprentice under the Ontario College of Trades and Apprenticeship Act 2009 until the expiry date specified in the Act, and provides that the person may obtain a statement of membership as an apprentice if he or she files an application and pays a fee by the expiry date. The bill eliminates the expiry date. Mr. Speaker, we've had this debate in the House a few times. First of all, I'm dealing primarily with the 85,000 apprentices in the province of Ontario who have not signed up for membership in the College of Trades, which is due apparently April the 8th of this year. I've received no information from the College of Trades or from any communications from the Minister's office that that number is decreasing. I only hear that people are signing up every day. Okay? And second of all, the 4,300 journey person candidates in the province of Ontario, they have until April the 8th as well, although just recently, just on Monday night or Monday afternoon, a letter came out from the College of Trades saying you'll actually have until now, July the 4th, 2014. So I think they listened to, they know the bill was coming up and they wanted to get that. I think that particular date got rid of possibility of conversation or discussion when actually an election could be taking place as well. So I think the government is being protected by the College of Trades, and the government is protecting the College of Trades as well. There's no question about that. So why did I bring this up? Well, the apprenticeship sponsors in the province of Ontario, that's the people who sign up the apprentices. They got this letter from Mr. Duguid's office, the Minister of Training, Colleges and Universities, dated February the 21st, 2014, from the 5 directors in the province: Robert Dupuis, Mary Jo Pierre, June Fox Casey, Sherry Mayhood, and Teresa Damaso. And this is what they received, and it sparked turmoil in the industry. And so what it says is, and I'll read the main section of it here: apprentices who had a registered training agreement prior to April the 8th, 2013, automatically become members of the college's apprenticeship class for 1 year without application or payment to the college's membership fees. That period will be ending on April the 8th, 2014. If you have apprentices in this situation, and I understand there's 4,300 apprenticeship journey person candidates and up to 10,000 apprentices, please encourage them to submit their application form and pay their membership fee to the college in order to keep their membership active and their training agreements registered so you can continue to train and work with them as apprentices. If your apprentices fail to renew their membership by April the 8th, 2014, their college membership will expire and their registered training agreement will be cancelled. This means that you will no longer be able to train them as apprentices, and they will no longer be able to work in any compulsory aspect of their trade. That's what came out from the minister's staff in the province of Ontario. That means to me that these people are going to lose their jobs. Okay, that's what I get out of it. Now maybe there's another letter I didn't see. But and all the people I work with, some of the people in the Stop the Trade Tax campaign, there's over 8,600 employers now, representing about, I forget the exact number, but around 300,000 tradespeople. I don't think they've seen anything to say that would change either. So I want it. That's the gist of the bill. Now, just recently, and I said I think it's because we brought this bill out, one of the apprenticeship candidates that we had in the House, the young lady by the name of Kaylin Ambrose, she got this letter this week on Monday, and it basically said, well, now you've got until 2014, July the 4th, 2014, and you will have to pass it by that date. And it's a one-time shot only. So if you don't have to write it by April the 8th. You have to write it by July the 4th. But you're out of luck if you don't get it. That's what this letter says. So here's what I'm doing with this bill, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I get the support of the House. I want this expiry date removed. Okay? I've been talking to apprentices. I've been all over Ontario with this issue, and the College of Trades. I know it was brought in. I think they brought it in. They thought it was probably a good idea. I think it's a disaster. That type of nonsense is going on. We're talking about people that are working in jobs and they're doing a good job in that particular trade they're in. And I think of young Kaylin who was here. I've been out to see her hairdressing salon. She has a lot of employers, a lot of clients. She does excellent work. She just can't pass that final test. She needs 70%. She's getting 65, 67. It's cost her over $1,000 so far in fees. She just can't pass it, but she's terrified that now it's on July the 14th, they're going to have to let her go. Because apparently even the employers could be subjected to fines if they keep her on. Now that's wrong. That's not the Ontario I grew up in. Come on. What are we? This is not Nicaragua or some bloody place. This is Ontario, where we want people to work. And there's a young lady that's trying to raise her little boy. They're going to put her out of work with this crazy nonsense. Who would think of, what kind of an idiot would think of writing that letter? Absolutely. That's what I say. And it's wrong. It's plain wrong, Mr. Speaker, that we allow this kind of nonsense to carry on. And that's why the Stop the Trades Tax campaign was started. That's now expanded into all of the hairdressers across Ontario. They now have a cut the salon tax. Now, every once in a while they find somebody that will speak up for the Ontario College of Trades, and they send a letter in, and you know what happens then? The College of Trades tweets it out to everybody. They think everybody loves it. But who are these people that like the College of Trades? Well, I would suggest to you, Mr. Speaker, it's likely the people that are earning money from it. Oh, you know, guess what? We got a sunshine list in the Ontario College of Trades, starting at $180,000 for the CEO. And the enforcement cop, I think he's actually a guy that's probably double dipping, Robert Onachuk. So it looks like he's at $137,000. So you know what? We got now. So now little Kaylin, who's worried about her job, if she does work past July the 4th and she hasn't written that exam, so Bob Onachuk and his gang, you know, these thugs from the enforcement division, they're going to come in and make sure we get her out of that trade. They actually had people from MTCU drop in to see her and said, you know, you should have picked another career. Wow. Now here's what's wrong. You remember all the years when we were in I'm sorry, I got some water. I'm drying up here.
Yes, a little bit.
Sorry, I get pretty emotional about this subject. So, you remember when we were directed to go into the trades or into sciences or maths, whatever it was? A lot of people actually did that, and they got directed into those particular trades. But now, you know, everybody passes in education. You go to the graduation, everybody gets a scroll or they get a diploma. But there are people that have trouble writing an exam. They actually have trouble writing that exam. They freeze on it. They may have some learning skills problems, but why should they be put out of a job? There's got to be a better way, and it's not writing a letter. It's not saying this threatening letter on July the 4th, you're going to be out of work. So I applaud I support. I got a lot of supporters here today. These folks in the gallery here represent. I can't remember everybody's name exactly. They're representing somewhere around the 350,000 people. But you know, we're now. The fact of the matter is, the people now that are joining the Cut the Salon Tax campaign and the Stop the Trades Tax campaign, it's growing, it's mushrooming. It's mushrooming in a huge way. If I could find my notes here, and I never really made a regular speech up, but the reality is that, pardon me? Well, no, but I have all the names, but quite frankly, we've got groups like the Ontario Sewer and Water Main Contractors, Ontario Electrical League, we have First Choice Hair Cutters, we have Magic Cuts, we have LIUNA, the biggest construction trade union in Canada. They've now joined the Stop the Trades Tax campaign. These people are serious. They see jobs being lost. And I talk to people in Minister Kennedy's office, including in a meeting he was at, and they said, why is Ontario the only province in Canada that's going the opposite way? Everyone else is trying to create jobs and making the skilled trades a priority. What we're doing, we're building a barrier in front of them. So what's got to happen, you folks all know how I stand on this. I've been fairly outspoken on it. I think the minister knows. I want the College of Trades abolished. It's that simple. I mean, I have never seen anything so pathetic. Even the Ontario Chamber of Commerce says, you know what, let's tinker with it a little bit, see if we can fix it. But you know what, if you can't fix it, abolish it. So we're hearing that over and over again everywhere we go. My phone never quits ringing. I spend hours every day on the phone as critic for communities, for skilled trades and apprenticeship reform. I'm doing events, and second of all, going out trying to calm people down. People are picking up the phone, they're just screaming at me. I'm a politician. They said, well, so I said, look, I'm trying to help you, buddy. But you know, they're going into service centers, into automotive dealerships. They're going into hairdressing salon, into barbers places, and they're not even politically smart. They go in there and they got these fancy uniforms on and a brand new car. These enforcement guys, and they're saying this, like, you know what? Where's your license? I want you to see it on the wall. You know, what the heck's going on here? Speaker, what is going on? We got to put up with this kind of nonsense. Again, we are Ontario. You know, we are supposed to be the engine that drives the Canadian economy. And the minister, I hear he's starting to chirp already. But the reality is, you know what? He's got nothing to come back with. His answers have been every question I've ever asked with the same answer. He refers to something, the decisions made at the Albany Club. You know, that's the kind of thing he says. What's he talking about? I don't even go to the Albany Club. You know, the reality is, Mr. Speaker, we over and over and over again, we will say, and I sure hope the NDP know where you stand on this. I know you voted against my opposition day motion last year. I hope you're wise enough to start supporting what I'm trying to say here. You have got to have this expiry date removed. This is dangerous for Ontario. And finally, as we wind down here, the other thing the College of Trades is doing in a very sneaky way is they're trying to compulsory certify trades. Yes. The trade of carpentry. I don't know how dumb you would have to be to approve compulsory certification of carpentry. It will simply cripple the construction industry in the province of Ontario. No one will know where to take an apprenticeship because the ratios are already out of whack. They're at 3-to-1 for carpentry, so they will completely wreck it. You know, and I know people all over Ontario that are going to leave Ontario with their manufacturing. They'll leave with their manufacturing in their building because of this idiotic Ontario College of Trades. So let's scrap it and let's get rid of this expiry date. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Hear, hear. Thank you. Further debate, the member from Essex.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm very pleased to have the opportunity